Judah will never leave Judah. Scepter will never house me up. Alistair Crowley, your time is up. It's a big mess, gotta clean it up. Esau, the end of my kingdom's up. On the eagle's neck, I'll press. I woke up from my rest. I woke up from my arrest. My rulership is up next. No vex. Judah.
All the garments that you see up here, the sisters make them. Okay, and then along with Israel, where there's the fringed up subscription, where monthly, if you sign up, $35 for a shirt, you can do a shirt, or you can do the shirt and the headband at $75, and every month they'll send you a different shirt with a different design and a different color. All right, so that's fringed up. We also have sweet ambiance, your smell good needs. Okay. All natural. No sound.
I fixed it already.
If he needs to reach a teacher, I was about to say, I ain't doing it all alone. You can reach me here in Houston at 303-557-8979. You can reach Priest Kalakia. His phone number is 757-400-4047. Right? It's hot. Yeah, it's hot in here. For some reason, the AC, somebody, it was on some weird annotated Bibles and apocryphers. We appreciate it. We thank you. Anything that you want to give monetarily, you can do that. The information's on the screen. I said it a while back. I'll say it again. If any brother or sister out there that needs a little bit of help with anything, let us know. It's not this is a give and take situation. It's not a take. You all give, and we don't. We got to do our part also. Okay, so but it doesn't matter what it is. Obviously, y'all know y'all can hit us up for anything, right? If you just want to blow off steam, we're here. If you got issues, we're here. So whatever we can help with, we'll try to help it. Okay. I didn't miss nothing, right? Yeah, it's all in my brain. So that's it for the. Put this class together. A lot of the times we put classes together, and there's things that are happening in class or in the school, or things that we put these classes together as a reminder for brothers and sisters. This class that I put was, we try to stay in the spirit as much as we try to obtain to a level of righteousness. When you're in the middle of that fight, it's hard to see afar off sometimes. You're not paying attention to the things that... I put this one together, man. Quick little just reminder. And you could title this... Hold on, title it. You could title this Have Rule. I want you to go to Psalms 37, and I want you to start at verse 1.
The book of Psalms, chapter 37, verse 1.
Now, you're going to have to stay with me.
Okay.
You're going to have to stay with me because you're going to be jumping through chapters.
Okay.
Okay? So,
Yes,
you're going to do Psalms 37 and verse 1, and then you're going to jump down to verse 7.
Okay.
All right? So, read Psalms chapter 37 and verse 1 for me.
The book of Psalms, chapter 37, and verse 1.
Nice. Go ahead.
Fret not thyself because of evildoers.
Go ahead.
Neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity.
Yeah, a lot of the times, man, we'll have our heads down in the trenches trying to, do our work for the Lord. And, you'll hop on your Facebook, you'll hop on your Instagram, you'll hop on your social media, your Snapchat, and you'll see men, you'll see women, and you'll see men and women that were once doing what you were doing. They were fighting side by side, arm in arm, right? But then now they're not. Now they're chasing their aspirations. They're chasing their dreams. But the crazy part about it is they make it look good. They make it look like that's the way to go. They make it look as if the fight for the Lord and fighting for righteousness,
it's worth it.
It's not worth it. There's no good end result.
There's no joy.
There's no joy. There's no freedom. There's no unity. There's no brotherhood. They move around in a certain way. And if you're not conscious of what it is we fight for, you'll get caught up. So the scripture warns us. Read it one more time. Damn.
Fret not thyself because of evildoers.
Right, so he reminded us, man, in Psalms, David, right? He said, fret not thyself. Go ahead.
Neither be thou envious against workers of iniquity.
Right. Jump down to verse 7.
Verse 7. Rest in the Lord.
You said what?
Rest in the Lord.
Right. So we got to rest our minds in the in that comfort, right? Go ahead.
And wait patiently for him.
And do what?
Wait patiently for him.
Yeah, there has to be a level. Move in haste. Read on.
Fret not thyself
Right?
because of him who prospereth in his way.
Right. He said, don't worry about that person that prospered in his way. Read.
Because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass.
Right. Go from there. Go to Jeremiah 12 and 1. Go to Jeremiah 12 and 1.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 12, verse 1.
And, the one thing we got to realize is that you'll never not see the wicked move in a certain type of way. Why? Because the scriptures say in the last days, evil men shall wax worse and worse. It says in the last days, men will be, they will be traitors, right? It says in the last days, they'll be lovers of their own selves. So this is going to be a constant thing where the righteous has to sit back and be grounded in his mind of what he's doing and be rooted, right? So read Jeremiah 12 and 1. And this bulk of scriptures that I'm going over, if you want, you can title this, Don't Envy the Wicked. Jeremiah 12 and 1.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 12, verse 1.
Right?
Righteous art thou,
Right?
O Lord, when I plead with thee.
Go ahead.
Yet, let me talk with thee of thy judgments.
Right?
Wherefore, that the way of the wicked prosper.
Right. It's a question. Like, wherefore? He said, let me talk to you about your judgments. Why is it that the wicked prosper? Why is it that they seem to have all the joy, all the peace, all the things that the righteous are fighting for? Right? Because ain't that what we fighting for? The joy, the peace, the fruits of the Spirit. We're fighting for the Spirit, but we know, and we can't be naive. When you excel the Spirit, carnal things come. Right? That's a natural reoccurrence. It's a natural byproduct. You excel in the Spirit, carnal is going to come. Solomon taught us that. David taught us that. All the righteous men of the Bible that excelled in the Spirit showed us that one of the byproducts is going through the trenches that I'm going through.
Got to be in class 4 days a week. Got to do garments twice a week.
We could name all the things, right?
Yeah.
We can name all the things that are class, garments, workout, drilling, right? And really all that is just taking up your time and giving your time to the Most High. That's all that is, right? Mm-hmm. I got to give my time. And on top of that, I still got to go to work. Right? On top of that, I still got to show up and slave for Esau. They ain't got to slave. They can wake up, 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, party all night, hang out, take trips. Why are they so happy? Go ahead.
Wherefore are all they happy that deal very treacherously?
Yeah, how do the people that deal treacherously, the traitors, the lovers of themselves, how do they get to be in this happy state of mind, in this happy bliss? I know I sit back and wonder sometimes, like, what the hell are you happy about? I mean, right? Go from there. Go to Psalms 93. Psalms 94 and verse 3.
The book of Psalms, chapter 94 and verse 3.
Right? Go ahead.
Lord, how long shall the wicked triumph?
Yeah, and a lot of the times, man, that's the question. How long is the wicked going to beat us down and reign over us? How long are the wicked going to seem as if though they're prospering? How long are they going to have the upper hand? While you get the short end of the stick, supposedly, right? While you get the discipline and the scourges, which, let's be real, me and him had a conversation today, and is it really that bad? Is it really that bad to be disciplined? To have discipline, to have a real unity, a real care? See, the thing is, I'll give it away now. The thing with the wicked that deal treacherously, the thing with asking these questions of how long are these type of people going to seem as though they're on top, it's a facade. They're the facade. They're the thing that's supposed to draw you out and pull you to your lust and your want. They're the thing. That's the thing that's in front of you where you're like, man, I could get it that way? Well, you know what? Let me try that. They're the negative example. It's a fake. It's a front. It's phony. I'll show you. Watch. Read on.
Verse 4.
Right?
How long shall they utter and speak hard things?
Right?
And all the workers of iniquity boast themselves.
Yeah, they boast themselves, man. They'll sit back, Facebook stories just look glorious, man. We out here, we doing this, we doing that. Right? We taking trips, we taking boat rides. Right? We in this dealership, we hopping from this dealership to this dealership to this dealership. And cop something in all three dealerships. You're like, damn, really? The nigga that couldn't brush his teeth is just hopping from dealership to dealership? The cat that couldn't maintain his house? That's how you know it's a facade. The cat that couldn't apply wisdom But his Facebook stories, their Facebook stories, the sister that just couldn't get it together, their Facebook stories all of a sudden are this prosperous, glorious life. You're like, whoa, really? What am I doing wrong? Don't you sit back and you're like, did I miss the turn somewhere? You know what I'm saying? Did I miss a turn off where I should have turned off and hopped on that train? They boast themselves. And how do they do it? Go to Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 6. They boast themselves, but again, it's Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 6.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 6.
Read.
Come on, therefore, let us enjoy things that are present.
Yeah, this is what they boast about, man. We out here enjoying the good things, yo. We out here living the life, yo. Come be with us, yo. Go ahead.
And let us speedily use the creatures like as in youth.
Yeah, we ain't gonna have no regard for anything. We just gonna use everything up. We're not gonna have any regard for the creatures, for other people, because we don't have to. We don't have to have regard. We live in life. YOLO, right? You only live once. So guess what? We gonna live it up. Read on.
Verse 7. Let us fill ourselves with costly wine.
Yeah, look, see, I got a bottle of Ace of Spade right here. What you drinking? Oh, water? Oh, you a bum. I got that Douce, right? The black bottle. Right? The $250 bottle. What you drinking on? Oh, the regular brown joint? Okay, you regular. Right?
You're basic.
You basic. I'm drinking on this. I'm sipping on this. Okay. Cool.
I'm wearing this, but you're wearing that.
Yeah. I'm upper level. I'm upper echelon. What's that?
Like that image they shared of Lil Wayne with all them things he had and how much they cost.
Nigga had a whole Balenciaga suit on for like $3,000, and he looked like a bum. But that's the mind. You paid to look like a bum. You might as well just.
The funny thing is, they probably made it, and they were like, "Watch, somebody's gonna buy this.
Somebody's gonna buy this." And Lil Wayne's dumbass did it.
Somebody's gonna buy it.
A $1,500 shirt on it looked like, I don't know what it looked like, a blanket, a bed sheet. But they'll boast themselves. See, I could afford a $1,500 shirt. What you wearing? Oh, you in Walmart? You in Kmart? Oh, you in the mall? See, I don't shop in malls no more, yo. I go to the boutique, right? I don't go to the malls. You regular. I go to the curbside boutique, right? Rodeo Drive. We over here at Rodeo Drive, and you sitting back like, yeah, I like Rodeo Drive. I mean, Rodeo Drive is nice, right? I like to sit back and chill outside with a margarita sometimes and just enjoy the cool beach breeze, right? But to see, the point is, at what cost? At what cost? Read on.
And ointments.
Right?
And let no flower of the spring pass by us.
Yeah, we gonna listen. We gonna not let nothing pass. We gonna capitalize on everything. I get to capitalize on everything because guess what? I ain't bogged down like you bogged down. Discipline. Oh hell nah. Unity. Nah. Hell nah. I'm out here for Dolo. Wait, counsel? Make a phone call and ask a brother for counsel? Nah, bruh. I ain't about that. I know what I'm about to do. I don't gotta live like that. Check in. Huh? Where you at? What the hell does that mean? Where you at? I'm grown, right?
Mm-hmm.
Babe, where you at? Wait a minute. I'm a grown woman. I don't gotta check in with no man. Right? Toes in the sand. Get my pedicure, my manicure when I want. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 8. Let us crown ourselves with rosebuds.
Yeah, you won a championship. Cats is out here like they won a championship. Let me crown myself. You know they used to do that in Rome. When you won the match in Rome, when you won in the Colosseum, go ahead.
Before they be withered.
Go ahead, read on.
Let none of us go with
Snapchat.
Show things. You know, when's the last time you saw Bill Gates floss anything? Anybody know what kind of shoes Bill Gates wearing?
Probably some Rockports.
like some Rockports, like some Skechers, like some sandals. You look at Bill Gates. Bill Gates, a little Edomite, he'll walk past you in the street, and you wouldn't even know this dude is worth anything.
Because he dresses like Mr. Rogers.
There's a lot of rich Edomites and just nations, nations that got money, and they'll walk right past us, and you wouldn't realize that
they're millionaires.
You know what I'm saying? They'll drive by in a car, and your car is better than their car, and you wouldn't realize that this guy could buy your car 20 times cash
with just the interest.
Yeah, and you wouldn't even think nothing of it. But I'm saying all that to say, like, that's how you know it's a mental condition in our people.
Yeah.
Where it's like mentally something is off in your mind. Where it's like you get something and it's like you have to be seen. You gotta be seen with the new shoes. You gotta be seen with the new car. You gotta be seen with the new house. You gotta be seen with the new outfit. Like, and it's a condition, man. I remember since we were kids coming up. If you weren't wearing J's, if you weren't wearing Nikes, you automatically felt like
you were a lower class citizen.
You were lower class. Like, you wasn't up to par because you didn't have on Jordans or Nikes. If you weren't, like, even the uniforms. You used to wear the khaki and the navy uniforms. If those weren't Dickies, you felt like, damn, like I'm not up to par.
And they got me out here in Dockers.
Yeah.
What the hell?
So
my Levi's up, right?
So you look at it, and when we come up as adults, and you see it's a very, very childish, immature mindset where you become grown. It's like everybody gotta see me now. Mm-hmm. I gotta post everything on social media. Why? Because you're looking at the recognition. You're looking for the people. You're looking for praises from people. You see what I'm saying? You want people that you don't even really know like that to look at you and feel like you are somebody. Mm-hmm. It's vainglory.
And that's the facade. Because without those things, who are you really? Reverse. Yeah.
Let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place.
Yeah, we're gonna have proof that we was here. Right? We're gonna make sure that they know we was here. This is how the mind state of Israel is. Now, I always say it. There's nothing wrong with having a house, having a car, having clothes, right? Nothing wrong with having jewelry. Nothing wrong with just having things. But see, as we go through the class, the mind state behind things and how to get things, that's the issue. A lot of the people that we, and a lot of y'all haven't been here long enough to really experience sitting next to people, going to battle with people, right? Being there for people, and then they leave off from the knowledge, from the word, and they go chase a dream. And then they make sure that they try to floss. I'm going to floss on them. I'm going to show them that I can make it without wisdom. That's the thought a lot of times.
Wow.
That's the thought a lot of times. Yeah. Where I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to show y'all that counsel ain't needed. I'm going to show y'all that my mama was right. My sister was right. I'm going to show y'all. Watch. And the way I'm going to show y'all is through the things that I'm going to accumulate. That's going to be my token of my joy. Y'all see that? Go ahead.
For this is our portion,
right?
And our lot is this.
Yeah, this is our portion. This is what we deserve. Right? We're owed this. This is our lot. Go to Psalm 73 and verse 2. Go to Psalm 73 and verse 2. And I know some of y'all are sitting back like, yeah, I never really had that thought. Other people. And I never really gave it any thought. Well, again, some of us haven't been around long enough to have to deal with sitting next to a person and then they're gone. And then they appear out of nowhere like a rock star. All of a sudden, you're like, wait a minute, what? A lot of us haven't had to deal with that. I've been around for a while. He's been around for a while. We've seen it. And, you know, it's always a good reminder. And it's not just about people that you sat with and been in the truth with and went to war with, but just people in general. They'll put it in your head that the only way to get it is, there's only one way to get it. Y'all should get that. There's only one way to get it. And it's the unjust way. Y'all see that? And that's what they show in TV shows. That's what they show in movies. That the honest man always, what does it say? The nice guys finish last, right? The nice chick always gets ran over. It's not always like that. I want you to read Psalm 73 and verse 2.
The book of Psalms, chapter 73, verse 2.
Go ahead.
But as for me,
Right.
my feet were almost gone.
Go ahead.
My steps had well nigh slipped.
Right. Even David almost slipped up. Go ahead.
For I was envious at the foolish.
Go ahead.
When I saw the prosperity of the wicked.
Right. You see that? Sometimes it's like, damn, man, how are they getting it? How are they making it? Ain't the righteous supposed to? Isn't the wisdom and the righteousness supposed to propel me? But it is propelling you. See, it's about a mind state.
Yeah.
Really, that's what it boils down to. It's about a mind state. Face value. Go to Job. Go to Job 21 and verse 7. See, if you look at things for face value and face value only, you'll be deceived. You'll be deceived. This is what things appear. Job 21 and verse 7.
The book of Job, chapter 21 and verse 7.
Go ahead.
Wherefore do the wicked live?
Come on.
Become old.
Right?
Yea, are mighty in power.
Yeah, and that's what it seems like. Like, God dang, man, these niggas is just living, getting old, taking, living with their grandkids, this kid, that kid. They got all the power. When they say something, everybody moves. Right? They make a post on Facebook. I'm just using Facebook. They make a post on Facebook. I know nobody in here cares about this, but they get to 50,000 likes. But I put a scripture, and I might get like 1 thumbs up. Dang, man, that's whack.
If you even get one.
Right, if you even get recognition, it's like, dang, man.
No, what they'll do is they'll put some really whack quote. Some really whack worldly quote.
Yeah.
Get a whole bunch, and you put
Christ is
a
black.
scripture that makes actual sense according to the quote.
What does it say? They slay us and count themselves not guilty. What does it say? The wicked. What does it say? They kill us and
The wicked slayeth us, but
count themselves not guilty. Yeah, you'll put that on some real tip and get nothing. With a cat, he can walk around. That's power. That's what commands attention.
yeah.
See, but if you look at it the wrong way, you'll get caught up in that. Go ahead, read on.
Verse 8.
Right?
Their seed is established in their sight with them.
Like, damn, man, he get to sit back with his kids. She get to sit back with her children. Right? She ain't got to go to garments with her kids while her kids sit there and cry, and you got to sit there and sew. Right? She get to hang out with her kids, walking on the beach, walking through the mall. Families just sitting there playing. You're like, I want to do that. How come me and my family can't go to the park and play? Damn, I want to be just like them.
God.
Read.
And their offspring before their eyes.
Yeah, everything seems like their household is established. Go ahead.
Verse 9. Their houses are safe from fear.
Yeah, man. Their houses look like, man, Fort Knox. It's fortified. Nobody can get in. Right? There's certain neighborhoods you just can't get up in. Go ahead.
Neither is the rod of the Most High upon them.
Man, the Most High ain't checking them, man. He ain't keeping them in bounds. They just living. Shrimp on the weekdays, pork on the weekends, little menage a trois in between. You like, dang, what the hell's going on here? Most High didn't crush him yet? Most High didn't crush her yet? Okay. Wow, they must got favor. That's what the church calls it, favor. Right? I got favor from God. I could do all the wicked crap in the world, and God gave me favor. right? He opened all doors and flattened all paths.
Favor ain't fair.
Favor ain't fair, right?
Wow.
But that's how they live. I got favor with the Lord. He gonna make all paths open up for me. Read.
Their bull gendereth and faileth not.
Yeah, man. They livestock, their livelihood is together. Their wealth is together. Go ahead.
Their cow coveth
Right?
and casteth not her calf.
Yeah, man. I'm over here putting
They just multiply.
it is multiplying their wealth, and what am I doing? I'm over here losing on Bitcoin. Right? I'm over here taking a hit on MetaTrader, right? With the wicked, man, it's like whatever they put into the pot, it multiplies. Like how?
You gotta take chances.
Yeah.
A flock.
Yeah, man, their kids is just
Their children dance.
they-
Their children dance.
man, their kids look so happy. The kids look so happy out there playing.
It really makes you. It's funny, man. As going down this scripture and reading down, it really makes you look. Your mindset is not mature.
Is it buffering?
You would really look and be like, damn.
Yeah. If you're not,
I what the hell am I doing here?
Yeah.
Am I wasting my time?
yep. And if you have, you know, a lot of our people deal with, they get depressed because you don't have certain things. A lot of us deal with that. Like, you start to get into depression mode because you don't have it like the next man has it. And you start to shut down and, damn, man, like, they get everything. But, you know, really, it's, you get everything for eternity. Everything. Is everything carnal? Everything is, who do I got to knock over today to pay the rent? We understand that as long as we do, not having to do backflips in your mind of how am I going to feed my kids tomorrow. See,
They take the timber and hurt.
yeah, they always in the damn club.
They have nothing going. They always somewhere, and it seems like once the weed passes away, your problems are still there. So when you look at those people, and she's the most unstable, but to cover all that up, like it's gonna go into the facade, to cover up that I have nothing going for me, I gotta.
She got it going on.
I'm good.
Think about it.
They're trying to convince other people.
What you got from that? Probably none.
Yeah, nah, I don't think.
How many you got? None. I got 0 photos from the last feast that we've done. Why? Because we weren't caught up in. You about to say something? Oh, because we weren't caught up in the boredom. Like, oh, it's whack to be here, so let me Snapchat it. We were more caught up in the fun. You know, when a person is front for no phone. My phone could be blowing up. Emergency.
Lose it.
Yeah, I'm in the club having fun. Music, drinks, right?
You talking
To people, socializing. But the wicked sit in the club and they have no social skills. They butts.
And then when they see that
It's
the
like-
phone is out, that's actually when they'll turn up for the phone.
Yeah, they'll turn up for the phone. Turn up, and then back to just docile.
The young Houston rapper, he's the most energized. He's like one of the best performers now, right? So when I watch this performance, the song will come on, out the eyes,
Yeah.
and everybody's
The
just.
energy dissipates.
It's like 10 seconds into the song, once the beat drops, everybody's. And then when I kid you not, it's like that with every song that he did. And they're like, he's the most energizing performer. And I sit there and I look at it and I'm like,
My own energy at your concert, then there's something wrong. If I gotta do my own thing.
They spend their day.
No, and this is the mind. Depart from us.
Hey!
Right? Because look, we getting it.
Sing. What is
We're leading. Go ahead.
and what profit should we have if we pray unto him?
Yeah, what's the profit of being around y'all? Y'all can't pay me. Y'all can't pay me to live. You got some cats that think like that. But yeah, I don't want to work with y'all anyway.
Verse 16. Lo, the good is not in their hand.
Right?
The counsel of the wicked is far from thee.
Right. Go from there. Go to Jeremiah 12. This is the mind state, man. This is the mind state. And again, if your spiritual glasses If your spiritual lenses are not on to see past the BS, you'll get caught up. You'll get caught up in the facade, the mirage. You ever see the mirage in the desert? It looked like a tent, but this is a sandhill. From afar off, it looks like something good to go chase. As soon as you get up on it, you're like, damn, that was just a mountain of sand. No profit, no value. Read Jeremiah 12 and verse 2.
Jeremiah chapter 12, verse 2.
Go ahead.
Thou hast planted them.
Right?
Yea, they have taken root.
Yeah, it's like, damn, the Most High done planted this cat. Cat's rooted up. Go ahead.
They grow.
Right?
Yea, they bring forth fruit.
Right, but check this out. Go ahead.
Thou art near in their mouth.
Yeah, see, and they'll, Ahia is blessing me. It's like, wait a minute, when you start believing in Ahia, you learn Yahweh, right? Ahia. Ahia did this. See, y'all? See? Look, Ahia is blessing. You like, wait a minute, what? See, the Most High, man. See, if you just stay righteous, but you're not being righteous. Weed smoking ain't righteous.
No, it's not.
Getting it negative ain't righteous. But they'll put the Most High in their mouth. They'll try to give. See, it's all about the Lord, as if they're still doing what they once were doing, or as if they even cared about the Lord. Read on.
And far from their reign.
Yeah, see, he's close to their mouth, but far from their mind. The reins is your mind. In their mouth, it sounds good, but where's their mind at? How to maintain riches, how to get riches, how to keep smoking blunts, how to keep looking like I'm something on social media, how to now I got to worry about. Think about it. It tells you a man, the ones that seek to be rich, what do they got to worry about? They don't get no sleep. They got to watch their riches. It says, for the watching of riches, taketh away sleep. Yeah. Right? And I got to watch for my riches to fly away like a dove. It's a facade.
Yeah.
Especially like right now. You know what? Because y'all know what's going on right now. You got a lot of pandemic ballers. You got pandemic ballers where the government is giving everybody everything. They giving everybody food stamps. They giving everybody stimulus checks. They giving everybody everything. If you're not getting a stimulus check, I mean, I don't know what the hell's wrong with you. But they giving it. They giving it. They giving it to kids. Everybody getting stimuluses. They just hands in the mouth, poof, 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 breaking everybody off. 5,000 for you, 5,000 for you, 5,000. And you got cats that are literally act like they doing something spectacular. You doing something spectacular. See, we up in Gucci. See, we up in Louis with stimulus money. You a stimulus baller. There ain't nothing wrong with getting a stimulus check and spending it.
Or your tax return.
Or having a tax. Yeah, you got tax time ballers.
But then what's wrong is when you take it and you gotta like lay it out.
Yeah,
Take a picture of it, or you gotta stack it up.
You stack it up and act like you on the phone with it.
Or go like this.
Yeah.
You gotta take pictures.
When
you gotta like
you cash the whole check and you lay it down your arm and act like you balling but you ain't got no bank account. It's like, bro, let's put that in the bank. We don't gotta see what you got going on.
You want other people to see it because you want to feel good.
Because you want to get that congrats that, oh man, you getting it. Hey,
that's how you know it's pride.
You see what happened with Pop Smoke? The little 15-year-old said he killed Pop Smoke for his watch.
And sold it for $3,000.
He killed him he said he wanted his watch, and that's all he wanted. He didn't even care about the money. He wanted to roll it, and went and got it, and then clucked it off for nothing.
For nothing.
A damn $10,000, $20,000 watch. He clucked off for $3,000, and now he about to go to jail.
For a while.
Why? Because I'm online talking about and showing off all my stuff. Like the people that get new cars and they automatically on Instagram look at my new boo, new addition to the family. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Nobody knows what car I drive until they see me in it. Nobody knows what I drive. Only y'all. Until they see my car. You go on my Instagram, you won't see no car. You won't see none of that. My house, none of that stuff. Why? Because that's not for everybody to know.
You gotta take a picture in front of the car.
And it's not going to validate me. Like, see, this is the his and hers. Who cares? It's a car. Right? 1 minute it could be here. Because it sucks when you post it on Instagram, then you pull up in a beater, and everybody's like, where's the one car you was in? Oh, because what had happened was, the bill was too high. It's like, oh, okay. You one of those guys. Read Jeremiah 12 and verse 2.
Jeremiah 12 verse 3.
Taking pictures of the whole house and see, this is my new crib and y'all got to come up like me and this, that, and the third. But it ain't your house. It's your mama's house and you've got a room in it. That's the killer. You got a room in your mama's house, but you floss in her house? Come on, man. Where's she?
It shows a very immature mindset, because
9 times out of 10,
a lot of these young rappers,
to the bank.
when you look at a lot of these young rappers, they get their money and they go and they spend a lot of it on jewelry. Not even gold, but on diamonds. Why? Because we don't have no sense in seeing that diamonds ain't worth nothing. So we overpay for diamonds.
To sparkle. To be iced
sparkle.
out.
We overpay for it, first of all, by a lot. We overpay for them diamonds by 80 or 90%. And they do all that. Why? Because they got to be seen. But then they never buy a house. They never buy a house. And one song, J. Cole said that, truth be told, I ain't even buy a house yet. And he was talking about, the song was called Chain a Day. He was talking about how he spent all this money on this chain. Mm-hmm. When you look at J. Cole don't wear chains like that for anybody that know him.
Yep.
He's not a cat. He's not a flashy cat with grills and chains and all that.
Nope.
And he makes his albums sell more than every other rapper, and he makes his concerts worth. He gets paid more than any other rapper. So when he comes out and he's like, "Truth be told, I haven't even bought a house yet," then all these other rappers, what are they doing? What are the Migos doing? Because that's like what every young, immature black man wants to follow. And the Israelite man wants to follow.
It's a vehicle.
Migos.
It's whips and chains. You back in slavery, whips and chains.
And then they really think that we get caught up in looking at them and really think that they're making it.
Yep.
And then you don't see that the mindset is so immature that there's no stability there at all. And you go, oh, come on, man. Y'all get all that money, y'all gonna really buy a chain or y'all gonna buy a house? But that's why you'll see why a lot of cats, when they're in the truth, why they couldn't get money. Why the Most High couldn't give them things. Because why would the Most High give you anything? You're not mature enough to even handle it. So you have to go out in the world and get it. Because if you were in the truth, and the Most High was to give you some money, was to give you, and I know I'm on the topic of money, the Most High was to, if you're in the truth and you're doing the work like what we're doing, the Most High was to give you money, the lack of maturity in your mind, you wouldn't have said, let me actually put this money to good use. I'm gonna go buy a grill. That's what a lot of cats would do. Because why? Because when they leave the truth, when they leave the body, that's exactly what they do. They go and they pay for the overpriced car that they can't afford. You can't get your own damn apartment. You got to stay with somebody where you're gonna go pay for an overpriced car. Well, now you know why when you were in the truth doing the work, the Most High didn't bless you with the overpriced car, because you didn't need an overpriced car. You weren't ready for a regular car. You see what I'm saying? And it's the same thing, brothers and sisters, being the truth, doing the work. Well, I don't have a rib. Well, I don't have a husband. Well, because there's certain things that you're missing for the Most High to bless you with that. You see what I'm saying? And then that's why they'll leave and go to the world. And now look, I got my new man. I got my new woman. But then it's a worldly woman. It's a worldly man. Can't do nothing for you. But when you were in the truth, the Most High wanted you to stay and learn what it is that you needed to learn. And then He would give it to you.
Yep.
But a lot of brothers and sisters, they don't want to go through that. They don't want to be. Most High's not going to bless you with something and take it from you. That's not His intention. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times you don't get something because you're not ready.
They don't want to be exercised. Yeah, they don't want to be exercised and go through the learning curve that it takes. I don't want to clean me up, because what's the point of having a rib if your mind is still in beast mode? I'm pimping hoes. I can hit them and split them. Quit, you know what I'm saying? Pump them and dump them. If you're treating women like dog coin, pumping them and dumping them, right? Why would the Most High give you a woman? No, he wants you to clean that mind state first. But see, the wicked, they're like, nah, I'm not going to clean my mind up because I want what I want. This is my lot. This is my portion. I don't want to go through the learning curve. I don't want to go through the scourges. I don't want to go through the discipline.
That's what it is, learning curve. Yep.
Yeah, I want to go through those things. And y'all got it. Well, we know we got it, but we went through the learning curve. Right? So where we at?
Jeremiah 12, verse 3.
Right? No. Somebody get me Psalms 94 and verse 5. So, again, is it about having stuff? No, it's not. This ain't about having stuff. This is about why the wicked don't follow them and don't envy to be with them. Because this next point is going to show this is how they get what they get. They don't get it the right way. They don't go through the discipline, man. They don't go through the trials. They don't go through the ups, the downs, the abasement. They don't want to deal with that.
To appreciate it too.
To appreciate it, to show someone else how to get things the right way. They don't want to be faithful. So read Psalms 94 and verse 5.
Psalms chapter 94, verse 5.
Go ahead.
How long shall they
94 and 5.
They break in pieces thy people.
Go ahead.
O Lord.
Read.
And afflict thine heritage.
Yeah, they'll break people apart to get what they want. They'll break things down and destroy to get what they want by any means necessary, right? Get rich or die trying. Go ahead.
They slay the widow.
Go ahead.
And the stranger.
Go ahead.
And murder the fatherless.
See, there's no care for nobody. There's no care for the way I'm gonna do things. So everybody is a victim on my come up, right? You just a come up to them. Read on.
Yet they say, the Lord shall not see.
Right.
Neither shall the God of Jacob regard it.
Psalm 73 and verse 8. Oh wait, damn, I had to skip. Yeah, I skipped 73 and 4. 5, 6, and 7. It's all good. I hit the Job first. It's all good. Hey, in that other, right above that Job 21 and 7, y'all can put in there, you can put, for that little point, they prosper in vanity outwardly. The wicked prosper in vanity outwardly. And then you put that Job 7, you put that Job 21 and 7. You could put right underneath the Job, Psalm 73 and 4 through 7. Psalm 73 and 4 through 7. Actually, let's read that real quick. Psalm 73 and 4. We'll come back to the Psalm later. Read Psalm 73 and verse 4.
Psalm chapter 73, verse 4.
Right, so we read in Job, the wicked do live, they become old, yea, they're mighty in power. Their seed is established in their sight. We read all that, right? Read Psalm 73 and verse 4.
For there are no bands in their death.
Go ahead.
But their strength is firm.
Go ahead.
They are not in trouble as other men.
Right, see, this is what it seems like from the outside looking into the wicked's life. They ain't in trouble like me. Damn, I'm always getting checked. They get to skate on by. Why you ain't stop? Officer, why you didn't pull him over? He was speeding. Right? It's always a cat. He'll speed by you. You're like, damn, y'all didn't clock him? Why you getting me? Why you picking on me, a little guy? Go ahead, read on. Stay with me. Verse 5.
They are not in trouble as other men.
Go ahead.
Neither are they plagued like other men.
Go ahead.
Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain.
And this is what happens with the wicked. The pride compasses them about like a chain. They get prideful. And they start to deal with people in a prideful manner. Go ahead.
Violence covereth them as a garment.
Verse 7.
Their eyes stand out with fatness.
It's like, dang, are they going to never have enough? They got more than enough. They fat over there. They waxing fat. They ain't looking famished. They ain't looking like they needing for anything. They always got free time. They always in the gym. The epitome of a gym rat. That is, brother always working out. Golly. Wish I had time to go work out. Damn, she's always getting in shape. I wish I had time to get in shape. But no, I got to deal with my kids. I got to deal with my husband. I got to come to class. I got garments. I got work. I got sisters meetings. I got this. I got that. I don't never have no gym time. That's how it looks on the outside. Like, damn, they just got time for the gym. They just got time for this. They got time to sit in restaurants and go eat. Or they got date night. They got this night. They got that night. You're like, damn.
They got no responsibilities.
Because they don't have no, that's the facade. They make it seem like they're responsible. Because they flossing on you, they mama's car. Look what my mama just got, y'all. Look what my sister just got. Look what my uncle and them just got. What you got? What you got? Where's your floss? You can't floss somebody else's stuff. That's how you know it's messed up. And it don't make no sense. Because they'll floss and try to put themselves in the mix of something that they don't even belong in. They spirit ain't even in that. Go ahead.
They have more than heart could wish.
Yeah, they got more than the heart could wish for, man. Now let's jump back down to Psalms. How do they prosper? Right? We read Psalms 94 and 5 and 7. Go to Psalm 73 and verse 8. Psalm 73 and verse 8.
Psalm chapter 73, verse 8. They are corrupt.
They are what?
They are corrupt.
See, this is what we don't see, the corruption. The behind-the-scenes mechanisms. Their corrupt thinking. That's what you don't see from the outside looking in. How they corrupted themselves to get to where they are. Read on.
And speak wickedly concerning oppression.
Yeah, oh man, Israel got to come together. We ain't worried about that Israel coming together stuff. We're not in oppression. See, look, I'm good. Go ahead.
They speak loft.
They speak what?
Loft.
Go ahead.
Stop blaming the white man for everything.
Yeah, stop blaming the white. Yeah, like pick yourself up by the bootstraps, youngin.
Stop blaming.
See, I made it. That's what they always do, right? See, I did it. I got myself out. They speak lofty. Read.
They set their mouth against the heavens.
Go ahead.
And their tongue walking through the earth.
Go ahead.
Therefore, his people return hither.
Go ahead.
And waters of a full cup are run out.
Yeah, and that's the point. That's the end. Waters of a full cup, man, are going to be wrung out. Go to Psalms 37 and 12. Go to Psalms 37 and verse 12. I want you to pay attention here. I'm going to have you jump. Read Psalms 37 and verse 12.
Psalm chapter 37, verse 12.
Go ahead.
The wicked plotted against the just.
See, this is how they make it. This is how they get to where they have gotten so far. They plot against the just. They use and abuse the just. The just is just a stepping stone. Your back is just a stepping stone onto their plateau. Go ahead.
And gnasheth upon him with his teeth.
And they'll bite you and devour you, man, with no care. Go to verse 14.
Verse 14. The wicked have drawn out the sword.
Go ahead.
And have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy.
Yeah, again, everybody's a victim in their path. On the path to stardom and fame and fortune, the little man is going to get ran over by the wicked. The just is going to get ran over. What happened?
No, I was just going to add on.
Yeah, go ahead.
In my class, we were tasked to fix America's debt.
Okay.
And, the wicked, all the people that are above, get to spend the money how they want.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's the lower class that has to pay for that debt. They pay barely anything into that. Like, we were looking at the pie graph, like theirs is like the little tiniest pie of what they contribute, and then the working class was like half of it.
Wow. You see that? That's how it goes, right?
Yeah.
That's how it is. That's just how a wicked society is built. It's built on the come up of the lower class. It's almost like Man.
Can I say one thing too?
No, go ahead. I gotta find this one. Go ahead.
You know, whenever you listen to a governor or anybody running for any president or government office, you never hear them say low class. They always say middle class. We got to get the middle class back up to where it used to be. Now, I want y'all to consider something. This whole area is not middle class. If you have, when they say middle class is not somebody that lives in a $200,000 house or a $300,000 or $400,000 house. That's not middle class to these people. Middle class to them is like $600,000, $700,000 to $1 million up. That's middle class, because that's not rich. Y'all see what I'm saying? When the rich are rich, the rich are really, really rich. They're up there. Middle class in America is like $600,000 to $700,000. That's like the type of houses you live in. Middle class is when like you go to the damn neighborhood, like we've been doing with this little truck driving thing, and you got a security there, and the security is taking your ID and making sure and seeing and getting all this stuff before you can come into their neighborhood, and it's a neighborhood that you've never seen before. It's not
even on the map.
Yeah, it's like, what the hell is this? Like, I didn't even know this was here. That's middle class. The rich are on jets. The rich are in $1 million homes where everything in that neighborhood is $1 million. Millions of dollars, I should say, right?
1.5, this, that. It's their summer house.
But see, what they did was, one thing America did was make our people feel like they're middle class. You making, you and your husband together is like at $100,000 a year income coming in, right? You would really think you're middle class. That's how they make you feel. Hell no, you're poor. You're lower class to them. You see what I'm saying? Like, you making $200,000 a year, you're lower class to them. $300,000, you're lower class. When they come up and they're talking, we got to get the middle class back in order. They're not talking about you. They're not talking about us. They're talking about them. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you stop working, even if you and your husband make $50,000 a year and y'all make $100,000 a year, right? If one of y'all loses y'all's jobs, what happened? Y'all gonna be able to afford what y'all are affording? No. Why? Because you're low class. We're low class. People that's middle class got a whole bunch of money in the bank. They're middle. They're like right there from a step being rich. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it's crazy because you'll look at that and they really make us feel like, and that's why our people get comfortable. Because we can buy a house, we can buy a car, we'll feel comfortable and feel like, oh, we made it. Because you're thinking like, oh, I'm middle class, I'm a little bit above. No, you're not. You're not.
Nope.
Yeah.
Where we at?
Verse 14. And to slay such as be of upright conversation.
Yeah, you'll try to come with that Bible to that person and they'll slay you. They'll slay you. They'll slay you and your convo. Get that God stuff out of here. We ain't dealing with that. Jump down to verse 21.
Verse 21. The wicked borroweth and payeth not again.
This is how they come up, man. They borrow and don't pay again. They'll take from you and disappear like a mug. And imagine you do that a few times, you're going to definitely come up. Read on.
But the righteous showeth mercy and giveth.
Go ahead.
For such as be blessed.
Verse 32.
32.
Verse 32, yep.
The wicked watcheth the righteous. And seeketh to slay him.
Yeah, man. This is their mentality. How do we gobble them up? How do we use them?
Yeah.
This is how the wicked come up. This is why he said, envy not to be with the wicked. From there, go to Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2. And I want you to read verse 10.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 10. Let us oppress the poor righteous man.
Go ahead.
Let us not spare the widow.
Go ahead.
Nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age.
Yeah, no respect for anyone. They have no respect for anyone but themselves. Go ahead.
Let our strength be the law of justice.
Go ahead.
For that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth.
Yeah, the weak things, that ain't worth nothing. That ain't worth my time. That ain't worth hearing. The Bible, that's weakness to me. That ain't worth hearing. I gotta, the 48 laws of power. That's where it's at. The art of war, that's where it's at. Reading financial books, how to get your credit up. That's the strength. See, if your credit ain't, then you ain't gonna make it in this world. But I've had whack credit since I was 18, and I've made it in this world. Because it's the grace of the Lord. I got whack credit now, and I still don't believe some of the things I'm able to get. That's favor. Not because I'm trying to force my way into situations or abusing situations. Nah. Because the Most High said, look, you want it? He said he'll give the righteous anything they want. He said he'll give us anything that we want, man. So why do I got to get it this way when I could just sit back, be faithful, be content, right? Godliness with contentment is great game. Be content at the things you have. And when the Most High see fit, he'll increase you. Where are you at?
Verse 12.
Read on.
Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous.
Right.
Because he is not for our turn.
Go ahead.
And he is clean contrary to our doings.
Yeah, they're like, man, listen, this dude, nope. He gonna blast us. He gonna put us out there. So we got to get him out. We got to get him out of the way. This is how the wicked think. Cats want to sit there and then graft yourself with wicked people. They ain't listening to your conversation, man. You talking about you teaching them? Hell no, you ain't teaching them. They're like, how can we get this fool out the way? How can we get him out the way? How can we get his position? Read.
He upbraided us with our offending the law.
See, you sitting there trying to put in work, trying to deal with them, check them, get their mind right, and they like, they know what they're doing. They know they're offending the law. Well, you put that energy into them. For what? They're not hearing you. Go ahead.
And objected to our infamy.
Right.
The transgressings of our education.
You see that? He's going against everything that we learned. The righteous is telling me that credit doesn't matter. I can't be with them. I'll show them. It's all about credit, damn it.
Bro,
It's all about getting the dollar, damn it.
I heard an Israelite tell me this in the mall. He was like, I don't deal with camps no more because camps. He said he don't deal with camps no more because camps make it seem like you have to be poor.
Hey.
To make it to the kingdom. I was like, damn, yeah, your mentality is totally wrong. Nobody.
He might have been in GMS.
Yeah.
Because they act like they got to be bums.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
That's true.
Come on now.
Not taking shots, but I mean.
Yeah, you don't have to be a broke Israelite. And I mean, when I say broke, you don't got to be out there teeth yellow, begging, clothes got holes in it, like
you're homeless.
Looking like you homeless to teach the Bible. That's fake.
Looking like you took a curtain rod. A curtain.
Yeah, and just wrapped it around you just poked a hole in it, wrapped it around your shoulders. What the hell? Like, bruh, how would you be showing the glory of God? How would you be showing the glory of Yahweh Shai and the Most High if you just walking around with holes in your clothes and teeth yellowing and can't afford to buy yourself a damn meal? How would you be showing that the Most High is working in your life? When, look at Solomon's palace that took him 14 years to build. And then another 7 years to build a temple overlaid with tons in weight of gold. Come on, man. How would we be representing our people, our heritage, if we were just bums on the street? We wouldn't be. How would we be showing that the wisdom works? If the first thing I stated earlier was that carnal is a byproduct of spiritual.
Yeah.
Right? Carnal is a byproduct of spiritual. You can't get around that. If you use the spirit, and I mean righteously, keep your mind righteous and be in the spirit, you'll get the carnal things. Like, so how would we be showing that? How would we be showing our people that it's okay to get out of the hood mentality? that it's okay to not be around gunshots and crackheads and prostitutes. How would we be showing that if we was just walking around looking like prostitutes and bums? We wouldn't be. So that's terrible. Because didn't it say in the scriptures, the Most High taketh pleasure in the prosperity of the saints? It says it in Psalms, right? He taketh pleasure in the prosperity of his saints. It's not just spiritual, but he wants us to have things. He wants us to have carnal things. I mean, clothes for what? Kids feeding enough wisdom to be able to provide for our families, but in the right way. See, that's the point. I'm not going to go and rob, steal, and hold somebody up at the Burger King parking lot, in the Burger King drive-thru, give me your dough, right? I don't got to do that. He gave us enough wisdom to provide for ourselves. That was the whole point. Abraham wasn't broke. Isaac, Jacob, they weren't broke. When Abraham sent his sons off, he sent them off and they became nations. He gave them lands and riches. So we should be able to do that for our sons and our children.
That should be the goal. And you know, when he sent them off and they became nations, you got to look at why they became nations. It wasn't the money why they became nations. It was the wisdom. But because they had wisdom, they was able to have some money too. So, you know, it's the same with us. Like when we look at our kids, we look at our daughters, the only way that we know that they would survive, especially in this world, and keep the generations going is wisdom. It's not going to be money. It's not going to be money because why? Look at Bill Gates. What wisdom does he have for his kids? That's why he's like, I'm not even going to give you none of my, they're not getting my money when he dies. Why? Because he knows that they don't deserve it. You see what I'm saying? Now, if they had a little bit of wisdom, they had something, he'll be like, you know what? You're worthy. I can give it to you. You see? And they'll be able to keep it going. But why was Abraham's kids able to become nations? Well, the scripture tells you, I know him. He'll teach his children. So just the fact that he taught his children, yeah, they didn't hold on to the laws 100%, but the little bit that they held on to was enough for them to actually survive.
And have
That's why we got to look at it too.
And have some prosperity.
Yeah.
Proverbs 24 and verse 1. Proverbs 24 and 1.
Proverbs chapter 24, verse 1.
Read.
Be not thou envious against evil men.
See, it's another reminder. Be not envious against evil men. Go ahead.
Neither desire to be with them.
And that's the mind state we got to check. Desire not to be with them. Because how are they getting it? How are they making it? Who's the casualty? Who's the casualty? Who's their come up? Read on.
Verse 2. For their heart studieth destruction.
Yeah, man. Because they ain't studying the Bible. Their mind is on, they don't even know it, but their mind is on destruction. Because their mind is not in the Word. Their mind is not in the Spirit. How to attain the Spirit. They're not meditating on Yahweh Shai and the deep sayings and the prophecies. They're meditating on how I'm going to smoke the next blunt, what party I'm going to go to, what trip I'm going to take. They meditate on those things. What car dealership I got to go to. What can I Snapchat to make myself look good? Read on.
And the lips talk of mischief.
Go ahead.
Verse 3.
19.
Verse 19. Fret not thyself because of evil men.
Go ahead.
Neither be thou envious at the wicked.
Go ahead.
For there shall be no reward to the evil man.
Yeah, and that's what we're not understanding is the facade. The things they have on this earth or that they seem to have, that's not even their reward. You know why? Because it's not going to last. Go ahead.
The candle of the wicked shall be put out.
Right, verse 22.
Verse 22. For the calamity shall rise suddenly.
You see that? Their calamity, the evil and the wicked man, their calamity shall rise suddenly. Go ahead.
And who knoweth the ruin of them both?
The Most High does. That's
Kind.
the Most High knows their ruin. And, you know, we sit back and we're like, dang, like, you know, dang, you know, like, man, this cast is just prospering, living this, that, and that. But the Most High, he's setting things up in the back in the backstage of the whole drama.
Yep.
He's setting it up.
Yes, he
I
is.
always say it, man. A fool with money, at the end of the day, is still a fool.
Still a fool.
He gonna just be a broke fool. A fool with riches and so-called prosperity, at the end of the day, is just gonna be a fool because he doesn't know how to maintain prosperity. He doesn't even know what true prosperity is. You see that? So you could put, what's that? Go ahead.
I was gonna say, man, I would rather be, I would rather not be a fool and be wise and be a little broke, I guess.
The scripture say, I'd rather be in a mean cottage I'd rather be in a mean cottage with wisdom than in a
like a wide house or a large house.
Yeah, it's a few of them. It said, another one says, I'd rather have like a little bit of meat to eat than have some and have the wisdom than have like some joyous, bountiful table with wickedness. Yeah, bro. Sometimes, but that's why. Yeah. Go there real quick. Go to 2 Timothy.
And why? Why would the scripture say that? Because this is why the scripture would say that, because those same things that you're rich in is what destroys you. Because you have no wisdom on how to control it. So yeah. The fact that it's like if you're a drug addict or alcoholic and you end up getting money, like The Weeknd, right? Everybody's favorite singer, The Weeknd, right? Mm-hmm. He's a cokehead, right?
Corners. What do you say? Corners. What was it?
Sidewalks saved my life. He was a homeless guy singing on the sidewalks, and that's how he got discovered. The sidewalk saved his lives, right? That's the song that he has. But now,
he never kicked the coke habit. He never kicked the drinking habit. So now he's just a cokehead that got money. He's an alcoholic with money to feed more what? Alcoholism, more cokeheadism.
Exactly.
How is he going? He can't maintain relationships. Him and Bella be breaking up every other day, right? He can't maintain a relationship. He can't maintain the small little things because why? Alcohol, drugs, that mentality is overtaken.
Yeah.
Pretty soon he won't have no voice. He don't have a crack voice. He's gonna be cracking from all the coke. Yeah. Right? Because coke goes into your nasal and it drips into the back of your throat. Anyway.
It dissolves that cartilage between your nose too.
Go to 1 Timothy 6:6.
1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 6.
6 and 5.
Verse 5. Perverse disputings of men of corrupt minds.
Go ahead.
And destitute of the truth.
Go ahead.
Supposing that gain is godliness.
Right, and that's the point. We look at gain as being godliness. That's why the pastor can deceive so many of our people. See, I'm rich. Come get with me and you'll get rich too. Right? I got to be on the pulpit in Gucci, Prada, Louis. I seen a picture of T.D. Jakes and his wife. She had a whole damn Fendi suit on. I'm like, why the hell you got to be in Fendi? And it's just like super tight body. Like, it wasn't a bodysuit because her ass is old. But it was fitted enough to where, like, you shouldn't be up in church with that. And he's like Louis Vuitton out. And I'm just like, dang. It looks good, but why does that have to be the image that you portray of the pastor? Where you should have a different image. Not saying that he got to be a bum neither. Right? I'm not saying he got to be a bum, but you got to be up in there in Louis. You ain't got to live in Joel Osteen got like a $27 million compound for him and his wife. That's just one property. Why? Why do I need a $27 million compound? But I got church parishioners, people that come to my church that will never ever see a tenth of that, a percentage of a percent of that. Have I used the compound and invite them over for dinner? It's one thing if you get the compound and you like, listen, I'm building houses for everybody that's needy. Hell nah, I try to go to Joel Osteen's house talking about I go to your church. But they'll shoot you off that property. I need prayer. Yeah, they'll get the guns up. Guns start coming out the bushes. He-Man, he'll jump out.
He-Man.
Yeah, Incredible Hulk, he'll come. He'll call up all them spirits because you're not going to get close to him. Because he got it. He trampled on you. Now he's on his way. That's what the wicked do. Right? Go ahead. Read on.
From such, withdraw thyself.
Go ahead.
But godliness with contentment is great gain.
7.
For we brought nothing into this world,
Right?
and it is certain we can carry nothing out. Content.
Right. And we got to remember, man, we can't take nothing with us. The wicked, they really think they're going to take it with them. That's why the damn Kemet, they bury themselves with everything. But they really think they're going to revive, come back, and have all their gold. But think about it. They buried themselves with all that gold. You know who the number one grave robbers were in Egypt? Take a guess.
Themselves.
It was Egyptians. They would like the next pharaoh was coming in, he would hire robbers to rob the grave of the pharaoh that passed away. And that was a perpetual thing. They would just hire robbers to rob the grave. Bro, they was ripping through mummies. They would rip they would bury them with, I forgot what it's called, little trinkets that it would help them go into the afterlife. And they would put them all through through the mummy wrappings. But they would go through and rip apart the whole mummy. So how the hell are you going to get into the afterlife because their belief was if the mummy was destroyed, they wouldn't make it. So they go rip the whole mummy up, take all their riches. You S.O.W, bro.
Nah.
Their own people was a snare to them because it was about gain and riches, right? Let's jump back. So you could put a point. Their end is their destruction. The end of the wicked is destruction. And again, this is a good reminder because sometimes it don't seem like it. Sometimes it don't seem like there's anything that's going to happen. Like we just going to be living this soap opera for the next millennia. Like this is just going to be it. But there is an end game. And the Most High is setting it up. Psalms 94 and verse 8. Psalms 94 and verse 8.
Psalms chapter 94 and verse 8.
Read.
Understand, ye brutish among the people.
Go ahead.
And ye fools, when will ye be wise?
Yeah, man. You wicked, y'all better wake the hell up. Read on.
Verse 9. He that planted the ear, shall he not hear?
Yeah, you think he ain't going to hear the reproach of your mouth? When you speak against him? Go ahead.
He that formed the eye,
Right?
shall he not
You
see?
think he don't see you? Oh, because you on a boat somewhere, or because you in a different country or a different state, that all of a sudden your wickedness is hid? That all of a sudden your traitorship is hid? The deceit and the guile in you is hid? No. This is going to come out more. Go ahead.
He that chastiseth the heathen,
Go ahead.
shall not he correct?
Yeah, he be breaking down the heathen. You think he ain't going to break you down? Somebody give me Ecclesiastes 8 and verse 11. Read on.
He that teacheth man knowledge,
Read.
shall not he know?
Go ahead.
The Lord knows the thoughts of man,
Go ahead.
that they are vanity.
Go to Job 21:17. Read that Ecclesiastes 8 and 11.
Ecclesiastes chapter 8 verse 11.
Go ahead.
Because sentence against an evil work
Read.
is not executed speedily.
And this is the problem with the wicked. See, we get into their mind like, oh yeah, see, ain't nothing happening to me cuz I'm getting it how I live. Whew. A lot of cats is gonna get it how they lived it. A lot of cats is gonna get it how they lived it. But then you know what's wild? What's wild is when you get the crazy text message that, hey, such and such died. And you like, what? How did such and such die? Somebody put 3 hot ones in them. And you're like, whoa, then you circle back to all, well, he was an adulterer. He was a drug abuser. He was a liar. He was a deceiver. And you're like, whoa, I wonder how he got 3 hot ones put in him. I wonder who he tried to swindle. I wonder who he tried to come up on. I wonder who he tried to deceive. How do you get into a position where someone has to pull a gun and put 3? I'm not. I'm all to I had to run to the like Champs to exchange some shorts. That was the only spot that had the size. And so they got the champs and everything outside the mall now. So it makes it a little bit easier. You ain't got to go in the mall. You just be outside. But when I pull up, I'm like, yo, it's weird over here. Like, it's a lot of shiftiness happening. Mm-hmm. A lot of shifty go-betweens over in that area, bro. I was like, okay, they just chilling in front of the damn Foot Locker like it's the block. And I'm like, yo, okay, I can understand why. And you just sit there and you look, and I'm like, man, I'm glad that I'm in and I'm out. And they just still there posted, like just looking, just idle, just looking for something. You can see it. You can see the look on them like, where's the action at? Right. Who's going to be the next Vic? Who's going to be the next come up? Who's going to be? And I'm just like, dang, man, this is weird. This is broad day. Yeah. Broad daylight. You would think like the way they was moving, you would think it's like, 10 p.m., 12 p.m., nighttime, under the cover of darkness. But they was just moving real sketchy in the middle of the day. I was like, dang. I'm glad that my mind is not in that mode to be moving with that type of crowd of people. So I don't have to worry about the end that comes with that. But see, the wicked, they don't worry about it either. That's the problem. They don't sit back and think like it's going to come. So they just carry on. They mosey on through their life. They mosey on through their day until it hits them. Read.
Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
And that's the problem. You think because you ain't getting touched on yet, but you are. You are. It's subtle touches at the Most High. He's giving you, come on, my son. And he'll nudge you. No, go over there. No. And he'll nudge you. It's like Cass is waiting for the full punch in the face. Like you want to get your whole face punch loose to get right. And Most High is like, nope. And he's hitting subtle nudges. Boom. He's hitting this. He's hitting that. Right? Go ahead.
Though a sinner do evil 100 times.
Right.
And his days be prolonged.
Go ahead.
Yet surely I know it shall be well with them that fear God.
You see that? His days be prolonged. It's going to be well with them that fear God. It doesn't matter about the length of days. Don't get deceived. It don't matter about the length of time. I look at it like the Most High just torments in that time. That's the torment. Right. That he going to let the wicked just live their days out and just feel the heat and feel the thought and go through that progression of just beating themselves up. Go from there. Where we at? Go to Job 21 and 17.
Job chapter 21, verse 17.
Right?
How oft is the candle of the wicked put out?
Very often. It's put out very often. See, but the wicked is so damn prideful. They're like, no, I'm about to relight that candle, baby. I got to chase that flame, baby. Right? I got to kindle that spark. Right? The Most High stay putting it out. And the wicked, in his pride, tries to reignite. Go ahead.
And how oft cometh their destruction upon them?
Very often. But the wicked, they know they have a way to convince themselves in their own mind that they're not being destroyed. And they try to convince you. Talked about it. See, I'm in the club chilling. Selfie. I'm at the car dealership chilling. Selfie. I'm at the car wash chilling. See, this ain't no rental. I bought this one. Selfie. See, I'm shopping. Look, I got it. Selfie. We balling over here. They try to distract you. But most importantly, they try to trick and lie to themselves that everything is good. They try to lie to themselves that their life is good. But while they selfie moding and doing this and doing that, their kids are being tormented. Yeah. While they flossing banks and bank statements and this and that, child support stacking up. Ooh. Child support stacking up. Why? You got the dough. Handle your business.
And you know what's worse than child support is the fact that a brother or sister won't have the wisdom. They won't have nothing to impart to the child.
At all.
So,
at all.
What's going to suck is when the child gets old and the child starts going through certain things and getting themselves in a certain type of trouble, and you're going to look and you're going to feel it, and you're going to be like, damn, this is my fault.
Yeah, because while you was flossing and living it up, somebody else was raising your kids.
Yeah, bro.
See,
I
that
know.
right there was a shiver in my bones.
And then you know what's crazy? The Most High makes you having to deal with that kid later on too.
Yeah, because then he becomes homosexual.
Yep.
Because he becomes homosexual, and you sit back chastising him for being gay, but where was you at?
Yeah.
Where was you at when he was checking out boys? Where was you at when he was getting touched on? Your daughter, she becomes a little harlot. Where were you at when you were supposed to sit down and deal with her mind? Oh, we out here balling, yo.
He was in the club.
See, I'd rather go play ball with my son than ball in the club. That's my time. That's what I do.
Yeah.
I'd rather hang out with my kids than hang with myself or go do some fictitious things to make myself look like I'm important. But see, the wicked don't think like that. Read on.
And how oft cometh their destruction upon them?
Go ahead.
The Most High distributed sorrows.
He does what?
Distributed sorrows.
See, the thing with sorrow is that you can't read that off of an Instagram story.
Because nobody posts
Because
that.
niggas know how to hide their sorrows. I'm going to drown my sorrows in alcohol and good times.
It's like you got the sister right here. Sister Dinah. She put, look at me. I know how to cook. I got all these different plates on my page. Like a sister that really knows how to cook and is cooking for her husband.
Yeah.
She ain't gonna
Like, look.
take a picture
plate.
and post it every time. Like, as long as he eats it and he likes it, it's all good.
That's the gratification. That you're pleasing your husband. That you're pleasing the Most High.
You see him eat that plate, his belly get big, and he's like, man, that was good.
You just sit there lazy. You know you got him.
God.
You eat that thing. He can't even take his plate to the sink because you stuffed him. You got him.
Yeah.
It says the Most High what? Read it again.
The Most High distributed sorrows in his anger.
He said he's angry with the wicked every day. Whew. He said he's angry with the wicked daily. Ain't no escaping. That's why it's a facade, because they cover up the sorrow that they're really going through with the things, the stuff, right?
Yeah.
Read on.
Verse 18. They are as stubble before the wind.
Yeah, they're tossed to and fro, man. They're tossed to and fro with every wind. Stubble in the wind is just moved around. As the wind blow left, they go left. They go right, they go right. They go up, it goes down. They're not stable. They have no stability, no root in them. Go ahead.
And as chaff that the storm carrieth away.
Go ahead, verse 19.
The Most High layeth up his iniquity for his children.
Wait, his children are safe.
The Most High layeth up his iniquity for his children.
Wait, when we read in Psalms, it said their children go about like a flock.
Layeth up his iniquity for his children.
No, but surely his house is prepared and it's safeguarded.
Layeth up his iniquity for his children.
You can't escape what the Most High got planned. You can sit there and act like you safeguarded. You can sit there and act like you got it together. But the Most High is storing that up. Go ahead. Go ahead.
He rewardeth him, and he shall know it.
He shall what?
He rewardeth him, and he shall know it.
See, he's going to know it. When the Most High strikes, woo, you may not know. We may not know. But guess what? The Most High is going to let him know that was him. That was me. That was me, my son. That was me, my son, and no other person. No other. I am God, and there is no other God with me.
You're like, oh God.
When you like, oh God,
God, get me out of this.
he said, you going when your desolation cometh as a whirlwind, right? And your destruction comes. He said, I'm gonna laugh at your calamity. Read on.
His eyes shall see his destruction.
And you know what's crazy? They be seeing their destruction from afar off. They just try to act like they try to bide their time. I'm gonna bide my time with shopping. I'm gonna bide my time with just distracting myself, video games and gym time and this and all the fictitious things that really at the end of the day don't even matter. Ain't nothing wrong with being in the gym. I'm gonna say it. I gotta say my disclaimers. Nothing wrong with the gym. Nothing wrong with having stuff. Nothing wrong with a car. Nothing wrong with making money. Nothing wrong with having things. But we already talked about it. How do they go about doing it? You're the bait. You're the bait. And their mind is that it's all good. We don't reverence the Most High no more. You see that? So he gotta check him. Go ahead.
And he shall drink of the wrath of the Almighty.
Remember when it said there he was gonna wring it out? That full cup? Woo! They gonna drink. You gonna drink that cup that you prepared. You gonna drink and eat that meal that you made. Job 20 and verse 5.
Job chapter 20, verse 5.
Go ahead.
That the triumphing of the wicked is short.
Read.
And the joy of the hypocrite, but for a moment.
Yeah, man. The wicked, they try to, they scrape and crawl for every morsel. They may be getting it and it may look good, but where is their mental? See, I don't have to sit back and wonder, man, in a year, in 2 years, is the Lord going to sustain me? As long as I do what I'm doing, that's what's going to happen. He's been doing it. So why would I have to wonder a year from now, 2 years from now? But what's the wicked on? Well, damn, am I going to still be able to get it the way I'm getting it? Am I going to get caught? Are things going to change? Am I going to get caught up? Go ahead.
Though his excellency mount up
go ahead.
To the heaven.
Yeah, his excellency, right? He's building himself up. Though he's building himself up like Pharaoh. Whew, that fall is deep.
Ooh.
That's a high cliff that you just committed suicide on.
And that's the thing too, man. Like, that's the thing too, man. Like, when you turn your back from the Most High, and you turn your back from the work, and you go back to your vomit, and you're prospering.
You got some?
Bruh, that's a very scary thing. And why is that a very scary thing? The Most High is literally this big dramatic fall. So it's a very scary thing, man. You know. Yeah. That's it.
Read on.
And his head reach unto the clouds.
Go ahead.
Yet he shall perish forever like his own dung.
Yeah. You don't be you biodegradable, man. Mm-hmm. This person, the wicked are biodegradable. It's like when you put that, don't worry, but you don't think about the last time you even went to the restroom. That's how the thought of the wicked is going to be. Read on.
They which have seen him shall say, where is he?
You're like, where'd it go? I thought I dropped one. Where'd it go? It's the same thing, man. Where is it? Where? All of a sudden, you was a spark. You was a spark, but what happened? You was flossing, you had this, you had that. They pull up. It's like, what happened to all the stuff you flossed? Oh. Most High hate you. Okay. Man, because what had happened was, she had got mad at me, and then we argued, and then she kicked me out. Oh. Because when the wisdom was telling you to get up out your mama's house and stop letting your mama rule you and run over you and use you, I didn't need that wisdom. When the scriptures say not to let a person, don't be an underling to a fool. Ugh. Don't be an underling to a foolish man or a foolish woman, and you did that, and now they got you they got you. They got something to hang over your head. I don't like the way you moved today. Get out the house. Whoa. When the scriptures tell you not to give a person that power over you, I don't need the Bible. I got credit and money. So now you got to go burn up money and credit to go get your own stuff that you should have already had. Read on.
He shall fly away as a dream.
Go ahead.
And shall not be found.
Go ahead.
Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night.
Job 27 and 13.
Job chapter 27 and verse 13. This is the portion of a wicked man with the Most High.
Because they do have a portion. They do have something coming. They actually do have a reward. Here it is. Read.
And the heritage of oppressors, which they shall receive of the Almighty.
Go ahead.
If his children be multiplied.
Yeah, it said they multiply, they're cow gendereth, they're cow calfeth. They just multiplying, right? Read.
It is for the sword.
Booby prize. Facade. You thought, oh my God, he's prospering, and bro, that's all for the sword. That's the fat of rams. That's to make the sword fat with blood. What's up?
Every time we go through these communities during the routes, we're just like, man, this is for the, I mean, as far as this scripture is saying, this is for the burning of Babylon. This is for that what's going to keep that smoke going. This is going to keep that furnace hot.
That's what you call the kindle. That's the kindle. Yeah, that's what's going to keep the fire burning, man. That's what's going to keep the sword fat. Read it again.
If his children be multiplied.
Go ahead.
It is for the sword.
Why? Why are his children going to be devoured? Because really, he ain't there. He's leaving tokens of his voluptuousness, right? In every little spot that he's at, but he's not doing what the scriptures say. They don't do what the wisdom says. Teach your sons. Teach them righteous. They teach them how to be wicked just like them.
And what's the best way to teach somebody is by your example.
By your example.
So you could sit there and be a very bad example and tell your sons, tell your daughters, be like this, follow the Most High. Y'all about show me how to shine. But then you're sitting there smoking weed and all that, and kids ain't gonna look at that. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna look at your example. It's the same thing for a woman. Like you can put up a front like you're a righteous woman all you want, but if your example ain't there, then what the hell is your kids gonna grow up to be?
Just like you.
Just like that. So the example is the best teacher. The example is the best teacher. So when it says that their kids, if they multiply kids, it's gonna be for the sword. Well, yeah, because the kids are going to be for the sword. Why? Because you yourself are for the sword. So the only thing that you would have to give to your kids is so that they can be for the sword too. Yep. Because your example is leading you to the sword. So your kids is going to go to the sword too. Unless the Most High shows some grace, mercy, and favor. That's the only way that they won't be for the sword. So
go ahead, read on. Check this out. Go ahead.
And his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread.
Go ahead.
Those that remain of him shall be buried in death.
Go ahead.
And his widows shall not weep.
They ain't gonna cry for him, man. They said his widows will not weep. They ain't gonna cry when he die, when he pass on, because it's not gonna be worth the tears. His lack of wisdom, their lack of the wicked, that lack of wisdom and knowledge. They don't know how to deal with people. So they don't have favor with people. They don't have love of people. It says, win ye the love of the congregation. Yeah. A man that having friends must show himself friendly. They're not going to have that. Ain't nobody going to cry and weep for them. Read.
Verse 16. Though he heap up silver as the dust.
Go ahead.
And prepare raiment as the clay.
Read.
He may prepare it, but the just shall put it on.
The just shall what?
Put it on.
No matter what. It's like you building it up for the just. In your folly, you just going to give it up and the just is going to put it on and take it. Go ahead.
And the innocent shall divide the silver.
Right. So, let me get one more. And this is what we got to remember, man. Go to Corinthians. Yeah, you get one.
Fourth one.
No, get it right now.
Can I get 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 1? You got quoted it.
2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 1.
And this is why this class is so important, man, because the scripture says that the righteous is excellent, right? But the way of the wicked seduceth them.
Yep.
So this class is very important. Why? Because we are the sheeps among the wolves. We are the light in the midst of darkness. We are the pure white linen in the midst of all the filth. Haggai said something dope the other day where it's like you constantly got to clean yourself. It was like we was cleaning the truck, and I was like, damn, man, how the hell does this truck get dirty like this every damn day? And it was like, man, it's like the scriptures. You constantly got to clean yourself every day. So this class is important. Why? Because this is what we see every day. This is what we see every day. Every time we turn on our TVs, this is what we see.
It's what's thrown at us. You have no choice. This literally is what is thrown in your face daily. Daily. You drive down the street, you turn on the TV, you turn on the radio. This is what's thrown in your face, that the wicked is making it and that you're not going to make it unless you be like us.
Exactly. So it's very important that we see this class and see what their end is going to be, because you do get something. You do get something by this. David said it himself. His foot almost slipped. And the riches don't got to be just money, cars, clothes, whatever. The riches can be, well, I gotta do the work in the office and all this duty that the truth calls for. And I can't live a regular
I gotta be a prisoner
life.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then we'll forget that the people that were living regular lives in our families and friends, excuse my French, but they ain't crap. They're not crap. Yeah, they might have the nice house and the nice cars and the family from the outside, but what are they dealing with inside their house?
That was English.
I was going to say it, but I had some self-control.
Nice.
But seriously, on a serious note, like, you'll look at their houses. You'll look at them from the outside. Once again, why? Because it's a facade. So you look at them and you're like, man, they're good.
Because nobody's gonna let the sorrow leak out. Nobody's
Come on, man. How many women be getting beat by their husbands but when they come, and it's like, it's obvious that you could see his ring print in your face.
Ooh.
Oh, I fell down the stairs. I slipped on my dress and fell down the stairs. How many? No woman goes to work like, yeah, he whooped my ass today. No woman does that. They go and they're like, oh yeah, I slipped and fell. And just, yeah, all this happened. I slipped and fell down the stairs. But you don't even have stairs in your house. Oh, it was somebody else's stairs. But it's everybody hides. Everybody hides what it is that they're dealing with through the facade. So it's very easy for your foot to almost slip, especially in these times when you look at the wicked, when you look at people that don't care about the truth. And then you'll look at yourself and what you're doing, and you'll be like, man, is this even worth it? Am I wasting my life? Am I wasting my time?
Yeah, it's if you don't look at the wicked the way the Most High looks at the wicked.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. You got to look at them the way through the eyes of the Most High, through the scriptures.
You know what's cold? And I bring all this up because I look at my parents. I was blessed to have my mom and dad still in my life. And I look at them, and from the outside, it's like, oh yeah, y'all been together since y'all were 12. Y'all got a nice house. You got three kids. I didn't end up in jail. Sisters ain't on a strip pole. Hopefully they don't get on a strip pole and all that, right? You'll be like, damn, they did good, right? But then when I look, it's my parents, so I know. When I look in that house,
you can see
I'm like,
yeah,
my dad will work. I'm not gonna put their business out there, but I'll just say the husband and the wife duties is not being done. You see what I'm saying? It's not being done. So there's always a little bit of contention and always a little bit of strife in this house that never leaks out, because when they step out together as a couple, they want to be seen as the it family. But there's always small little contention and small little strife that's in the house that when they tell me about it, I'm like, what? You mad because he didn't do this? It's your job. You're mad because she didn't do this? Well, that's not even anything to be mad about. She's like that because of you. You see what I'm saying? But saying all that to say is, you can look. This class is so beautiful to me because this is the first instance of somebody walking away from the truth. Is you start looking at other people. You start looking at people in the world and you look at their lives and you're like, you start to get choked out. The scripture tells you about that in Matthew. You're that plant that grows up and then the thorns start to choke you out. Why? Because the thorns was what? The cares of this world. You start looking at other people that actually care about the damn world and you feel like they're prospering. And the cares of the world starts to seep into you. And then them thorns get on you, and then you don't prosper. You get choked out yourself. So, read 2 Timothy 3:1 real quick.
2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1.
Go ahead.
This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come.
So y'all gotta understand this. We have to understand this, that it's the last days, it's perilous times. What makes these times perilous? Go ahead.
For men shall be lovers of their own selves.
That's the first thing it names. Why? Because this is literally what the world is about. Every song is them talking about what they have. Every TV show is them showing you what they got. Every social media post is them showing you what they have and what you, and then you like, man, I don't have that. I don't have that. I want that. I want to drive in the Porsche. I want to drive in the Lambo. And you start to you start to lose focus, and you start to turn a little bit to the left or a little bit to the right when the Most High said to keep straight.
You forget that the Most High said you're going to inherit the nations.
God.
You're going to get the cats that make the Lambo.
You know, every time
they're going to be your slaves.
Right. Every time we go in these people's nice houses, and I look and I'm like, man, this is a really nice house. I'm gonna make sure you don't live in this in the kingdom. Yeah. In my kingdom, you won't be living in this. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Unless you know they're kind of, I don't know, unless they give a nice tip. But nah, real talk. I'm like, man, this is a nice house. You did good. Live it up. Enjoy your kingdom. Cause us that's in here, it's all gonna burn. Us, these guys that's in here, I want you to. I always think like I want you to remember my face. I want you to remember my face and my brother's face. Because you're going to bow down to us. And you're going to be the ones serving us like how we were serving you. I always think about that. Why? Because then I don't get caught up in the, oh man, I don't live like this. You see what I'm saying? So it puts me into remembering, it just brings everything back of what we're fighting for. I don't care about this. I don't care about a Lamborghini. As soon as I drive down the highway, the paint gonna get chipped. A damn 18-wheeler is gonna shoot a damn rock at it and chip it. I gotta get it repainted. Oil change is gonna cost a whole bunch of money. I don't care about that. It only fits 2 people.
Nobody repaints a Lamborghini. They just get a new one.
Gotta go get a flat tire. Oh man, I gotta go. 2 Chainz said it in one song. It was like, I get a flat tire. I gotta go buy a new car. It's like, bro, I don't want that. My chariot ain't gonna get flat. God. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm saying all this, why? Because the scripture says men is going to be lovers of their own selves. So if you forget that your job is to serve your nation, God, and you start getting into a selfish mentality, then yes, you will fall into the perilous times. You will, your vision will get screwed. Read on. Covetous! Yeah, you get covetous. That's some thorns choking you out. I want that. I want that. Yeah, I want that. I want to eat that. I want to go there. Who here been to Bahamas? Oh, man. I want to go. I want to go to the Bahamas.
No, it's like going to the Bahamas is like going down the galaxy.
At this point.
Basically.
Go ahead.
Boasters!
Read that again.
Boasters!
Everybody Snapchatting everything. What is it?
Boasters!
Boasters, bro. So this is what's gonna pull us away. You want to love yourselves and not love your nation. You want to be covetous as hell, because the scripture says the greediness of the belly is never filled. So you're gonna start being covetous and going after what you want to get, and then it never stops. You want to get one Lamborghini, then next thing you know, you want a Bentley, you want a Maybach, you want a Porsche, you want a jet. The covetousness can't be filled, and then you boasting. You always gotta boast. You try to big yourself up and make somebody feel small. I got on the J's, you got on some Skechers. That's the mentality of the world. And if you're not secure with your own mind and what it is that the mission that the Most High set for you, you will fall into that mentality. You will be just like them. Go ahead.
Proud.
Go ahead.
Blasphemers.
And the cool thing is, a lot of brothers and sisters don't even realize when they have that mindset, you're a blasphemer. Why? Because you got imparted with the word of the Most High, but look what you're doing with it. It's a waste. It's a waste. The Most High chose you out of your family, out of all of Houston, out of all of America. You're the one that's chosen. Out of the whole four corners of the earth, you're chosen. And what the hell are you doing with it? Man, I want that Lambo. Chase what the white man got. Like you're not gonna get something better. Yeah, oh yeah, you become like a blasphemer. You blaspheme the word of the Most High because you're not living it. You're not the example of it. Go on.
Disobedient to parents.
And let's be real. Most people ain't even talking about no Lambo. They talking about a damn apartment and some food in the fridge.
Or a Cadillac.
Or
Honda Accord.
I did it for to be able to get some Gucci socks. They're not doing it for no. It's a lot of different reasons.
Throwing down the Lambo.
Yeah. Well, no, it's true too.
I'm not gonna lie.
But they have aspirations, obviously, for certain things, but those same certain things that we aspire to, you can have without going the wrong way.
Come on, bro.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Disobedient to parents.
Yeah, man. Disobedient to. So if you're disobedient to your parents, don't you think your kids gonna be disobedient to you? Because that's what you taught them. You disobedient to your elders, to the brothers and sisters that's over you. What do you think your kids are gonna be? The same damn way. Go ahead.
Unthankful.
Yeah, unthankful. Like the Most High hasn't always had you. You could have died in the womb. We all could have died in the womb. We all could have died during the giving birth process. Did anybody here lose a mom while they were pushing them out?
While you were getting pushed out?
While you were getting pushed out? Nobody here, luckily, lost their mom while they were getting pushed out. But imagine having to live with that. Knowing that, damn, my mom died so I can be here. This woman died to push me out.
Wasn't that Benjamin?
That was Benjamin. Little things that we overlook being thankful for. Especially now being in the truth and seeing what it is that we see in this world. We be unthankful, man. We be ungrateful to the Most High. It's like we be spitting in his face. It's like we literally spit in the Most High's face when this mentality of the world and the riches of the world comes in. It's like you spit in his face. Like, bro, I know the thoughts that I have towards you, thoughts of righteousness and peace. It's like you spit in the Most High's face. You rather go back to the world or get it how the world get it? Go ahead, let's finish the scripture.
Unthankful.
And just the last one on verse 3. I mean the first one on verse 3. The world and all.
He said he wants to dedicate himself to the camp. But he said if he does that, he's not going to get paid enough to pay his bill. So I pay his bill. So how do I go about like talking to him and helping him out?
Where is the blessing? It's in the unity. Right? So you got to show him there's a way that seems right unto a man, but the ways there are death. You see that? You got to show him like the way you're trying to go about things. Look what it's doing. It's going to cause further and then getting further away from strength. Why would you do that? Why would you further yourself? Remember the man that got killed gathering sticks was because he wanted to do his own thing. He didn't want to be with the unity. So woe to him that's left alone.
Okay.
You see that?
And I was going to say too, it goes back to the first commandment. It goes back to the very first commandment. Thou shalt have no other powers over me. So because that thing is a power, like losing the house or not being able to pay bills because that is a power over you, then guess what? You will lose it. It's natural. You are going to lose it. Why? Because
he that seek to gain his life shall lose it.
Kind. It's like, I'm not going to lie to you. You know, you helped me move into my spot today. But I don't care if I lose it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't care about losing any of it. That's why I quit my job, me personally, to dive into the truth. And I ended up having to move out the spot that I lived in, but Most High brought me right back to the neighborhood later on. It's crazy. But I'm just saying all that just to say, like, our people, and it's not just him, our people, they're stuck in this cycle where it's like they take a step forward, but they always take 2 steps back. Like, it's like a guy that went to jail for selling dope. Why would you come out and sell dope again? Why didn't you use the time that you was in jail to think about...
Because I'm selling weed this time.
and I move like 2 feet over. Like I'm not selling on this corner no more. I'm selling on the other corner.
I'm not putting it on
on
my
beach
left.
and cook no more.
It's under my left sock. It's in my right sock.
Fine. Or you know what else? A lot of cats wear briefs. They wear tighty whities. Why? Because that's where they hide it.
So they ain't gonna search me there because that would just be gay.
That's why the police officers, they be filling up, they be going up brothers' butt cheeks, man. Y'all see the videos. Why? Because they know that's where y'all hide it.
Yep.
Sorry, I don't mean to laugh.
Can I get this last scripture?
Yeah, it's happening too.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
I was about to say, another thing he said was the reason why he wanted to leave with them was because he said when he was away, he was making good money. But then when he came back home, all that money just went away.
Yeah, he really.
Well, you gotta just take him through the scriptures about riches and money, and just show him like that's not gonna save. It's not gonna save him.
Oh,
It's not gonna.
what's up? Can I get one?
Yeah.
Go to Haggai. Haggai 1:6.
Yeah. Your sealed households.
Haggai 1:6.
And bags with holes. I mean, there's many places to take him, but you got to start him from his inception.
What profit of man?
Start at Haggai 1:4.
Haggai chapter 1 verse 4.
Start at 2.
Verse 2.
Go ahead.
Thus speaketh the Lord of hosts, saying, this people say, the time is not come. The time that the Lord's house should be built.
And that's the mindset. It's like, I got to build my house first. A lot of people do that in the truth. Where it's like, nah, man, I got to get myself right before I can go to the Most High. Nah, I'm just not right. I'm not right now. I can't be around the Most High. That's what they'll do spiritually. But a lot of times people are like, nah, I got to make sure that my house is straight before
I can dive in.
I can dive in. That's not what the scripture here is saying.
And that's why he called you, because you weren't right. He said he used the base things of the earth to confound the wise. So he didn't call you because you was on point, or because you had it. He called you because you didn't have it.
Yeah. Jump to verse 4.
Verse 4. Is it time for you, O ye, to dwell in your sealed houses, and this house lie waste?
Is it time for us to live comfortably? Like, comfortably in the world, but your brothers and sisters are not comfortable. Your nation is not comfortable. So, where you would forsake what the Most High called you to do, because you have to make sure that your household is good. That's what the Most High is asking. It's a question. Is it time for you to worry about yours while everybody else is wasting away? It's a question. Go to verse 5.
Now therefore thus saith the Lord of hosts, consider your ways.
Just say, consider your ways. So brothers and sisters in that situation, they got to consider what it is that they're doing. Your ways, consider the ways how you move, the way you do things, the way you think, the way you operate. Read verse 6.
Ye have so much, and bring in little.
Go ahead.
Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink.
Go ahead.
Ye clothe you, but there is no warmth. And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes.
And that's what it is. That's what it is. That's why somebody can be away and make a whole bunch of money and come back home and lose all the money. Why? Because there was no wisdom there in the first place to be able to maintain the money. And that's what we were talking about earlier. It's like, that's why the Most High don't bless. That's why a lot of individuals in the truth don't get blessed. Because what's the point of the Most High blessing you and you just going to lose it? What's the point of the Most High blessing you with money and you just going, you don't have no wisdom to handle money? You don't know how to take care of it. You see what I'm saying? Most High is not going to do that. So for that individual, they have to get, they got to see that the best thing for them to do is to get around the truth and is to get around brothers, because that's just going to be a continual cycle where you leave your family to go and make money, but because you have no wisdom on how to manage money, you're gonna come back and the same thing's going to happen. You're going to have to leave again, and it's just going to be this constant cycle.
And then your rib is in the midst of it getting tossed back and forth.
Along with your kids.
And your kids, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Con.
Think about it. We talked.
Can I get one last scripture just to end the class and just to remind brothers and sisters? Go to 1 Corinthians 4. Just to end it and to remind brothers and sisters that we cannot let the outward appearance of things throw us off and what we are called for. 1 Corinthians 4 and verse I want you to read verse 9.
1 Corinthians chapter 4, appointed to death.
And that's what it's going to feel like. It's going to feel like we were sent to just die. That's what it's going to feel like because of the example that we have to hold and put forth. We're dying, everyone else is living. Read on.
For we are made a spectacle unto the world,
right?
And to angels, and to men.
Read on.
We are fools for Yahushua's sake.
They look at us like we're foolish, the wicked. Like y'all are foolish following that Bible. Y'all are foolish being dedicated and faithful. Why are you listening to a man? Why are you listening to that book? Go ahead.
But ye are wise in Yahushua.
See, they acting like they wise because his name is Ahia now. They acting like they wise because they don't have to sit and be in the dedicated spirit that you're in and give themselves, but they prosper. Weak ones because we got to follow a book to live. We're the weak ones because we ain't going out there and getting it. This is how we looked at, man. Go ahead.
But ye are strong.
But they strong because they got money. Their strength is built up. Read.
Ye are honorable.
Right.
But we are despised.
They're the honorable ones, but we get despised. We get looked at funny. Why are you dressing like that? They don't got to walk around with their fringes and hold a stand. What's that?
I have a situation like that in my job where for the past 2 years, the people on my job, we feel like my supervisor, my director actually, they would see a change in, of course, the way I was dressed, she was just, scrubs, to just scrub dresses and things like that. And I was still with my hair up a lot. And, they would take me to my locations to work and things like that, and they would always talk about, like, what they have and where they live and this and that and whatever. And I was, wouldn't say too much, but it was kind of funny, not to go too far into it. But they were blinded by what they had and where they lived. And they would look at me a certain type of way. And it was funny because, like, about 2 weeks ago, my director, I went into her office to get an assignment, and she would always talk about spiritual things. And it was funny because she says, I want you to spearhead a prayer group because, there's so much going on in the world. And I'm kind of like, well, what about all the people that I'm just speaking to.
Right.
What about all the people who you were saying, have arrived and they have all these big houses and they have this and they have that and that, that you hang out with all the time. But then, I come into your office and I've been the one that's kind of like shunned to the side. But it's like, and I know you're a prayer warrior, I know you're a prayer, and I'm thinking like, good. But my question is, do I do that? I mean, she said it could be like a small group, get on the Zoom or whatever, but to have a prayer group with them, I know there's nothing wrong with prayer, but how do I go about that when I know that they're not like in the
Well,
the truth?
you never know who you can get into the truth with that. There may be somebody that the since the harvest is plenty but the laborers are few. You may teach a sister, or somebody may need prayer, so it's not a bad thing. You just never know who you can reach with that, so you should do it.
I told her to go on and start doing the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew.
Damn, start hitting it, man. Damn, right off the top. Yeah, you might throw a few people off.
Don't get radical in there.
Right. Lord's Prayer, Psalms 121, yeah, you start going in. But what I wouldn't do that. I would start something light like Matthew 6 and 9, Our Father, which art in heaven, in English, right? And it's easy. All you do, you can read a few Psalms. You can read a few Psalms, and that could be the prayers. And there's a lot of prayers in the scriptures that you can read, or it's off the top of your head. And it ain't got to be nothing deep and burn down Esau, Yahweh come quickly. It got to be nothing like that. But it can just be generalized prayer. You can disguise certain things in there. You just got to be strategic with it. But you never know who you can teach.
I think that you can add in facing the east, give them the scripture, and you can add in and just dropping nuggets and add in a woman covering her head when they pray. It's women, right?
Because they ask me a lot,
like why you have your head covered?
Right, why do I wear my head wrap and things like that? And when I'm on the bus, I'm like listening to like the class or whatever, and I have my head covered, and they're kind of like,
what the hell's going on? But now you can show them. Now you can show them that you're not doing nothing weird.
Right.
Yeah, you can show them. You can go to Chronicles and show them. We face the east to pray. Women, when they pray or when they're learning or teaching, they cover their head to honor their head. You can show them those little small things like he's saying, and that can, you never know whose brain you can spark.
It was just very interesting that like 2 years ago I was looked at like,
you were despised.
Just right.
Yeah.
Look like,
but remember, he said he used the base things to confound the wise. Right? So their cars, their houses, their clothes, they can't use that now like as a thing. Because the ones with the cars, houses, and clothes, they still get shot up and get COVID just like everybody else. But now they want the righteous, the one that even looks righteous, pray for us.
They get shot up with COVID.
Vaccine and things like that. So they just really come to you with a lot of questions and a lot of things. And like, have you taken the vaccine? I'm like,
nope. Right.
So.
Yeah. No, go ahead, read on.
Verse 11. Even unto this present hour, we both hunger and thirst and are naked.
Go ahead.
And are buffeted.
Right.
And have no certain dwelling place.
Go ahead, because it's not certain. At any moment, the Most High can just uproot you.
Gone.
Go over here. Go to Rochester. Go to Virginia. Go to there. Go at any moment. You get the. Hey, we got this going on over here. Let's do it. Go ahead.
Verse 12. And labor, working with our own hands.
See, we labor, we work with our own hands, we provide for ourselves, but look how it's looked at. Go ahead.
Being reviled.
Because it's not the glorious, glamorous job that everybody else got. They revile us. Oh, you selling them oils? Oh, you doing that? You doing this? You need to come over here and work with me. You need to come over here and get it the way I get it. But then they'll take what you do and try to benefit off of it on the backside. They'll talk bad about you slanging oils, but then they'll be slanging oils too. Read on.
Talk bad about the spirit and try to benefit from the spirit.
Go ahead.
We bless.
We what?
We bless.
Go ahead.
Being persecuted.
See, and that's what we do. We got to bless being persecuted. This is what we got to remember. This is how we got to keep our mind. That if the stacks is going to be, it always seems like it's uneven. And it's stacked against us, but it's even. Go ahead.
We suffer at.
Right.
Being defended. We entreat.
Go ahead.
We are made as the filth of the world.
We are made as the filth of the world. Go ahead.
And are the offscouring of all things unto this day.
Yeah, and that's what it feels like. Like we just like the damn dirt from the pot.
God.
That has been scoured off with the little Brillo pad, the metal Brillo pad.
Yeah.
You feel like that offscout one way towards you. What does it say? It says, being reviled, we bless. Right? Being persecuted, we suffer. That's got to be our mentality because it's not going to stop us. All right? So, he said he was, listen, there got to be somebody righteous there. So, it's all good. You could do that. Like I said, somebody can learn. Somebody can learn from that. So, that's it for the class. This guy is long-winded. Sorry. Before we end it on this lovely Monday. Throw it up on a Monday. No? Live? All right, well, again, we thank everybody for joining us. Remember, we got the feast coming up on Saturday. We're going to be doing that. I got 2 more weeks in Houston, and I'm in Rochester for a season. So, if y'all don't see me, if y'all don't see me, I didn't drift off with the wicked and try to chase riches and chase, you know what I'm saying, money. Chasing the spirit. All right, so
I'm not gonna see you on Instagram, Snapchat.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be on Instagram like, see,
Gucci belt.
I made it a different way with a Gucci belt. See, if I had a Gucci belt, first of all, it'd be this big to protect me, like a chest plate,
Like a girdle.
like a girdle on me. Hell yeah. Anyway, shalom, brothers and sisters. Yeah, shalom. So let's salute everybody online. Let's say shalom.
Shalom.
Judah. This chapter will never leave Judah. This chapter will never leave Judah. This chapter will never leave Judah. I'm Judah. Christ sprang out of Judah. King David was Judah.